I got it. I should be recording. Yes, I'm recording. Okay, guys, welcome to the Getting Started Right call for Team Make Your Move and Team Rise Above. This is going to be talking about how to get you guys started in your business and move it forward, and just try to help plug you guys into the right places. So let's get started. We just want to give you a little background on us just briefly. My name is Jen McCulley. I'm a diamond coach from Tampa, Florida. I'm a mom of two little girls who are my world. I'm also a wife, and I used to do hair for a living, and we got pregnant and then decided to move to Tampa, and it just made more sense for us to have me stay home with both of the girls than try to foot the daycare bills. So I was already working out all the time, and I found my coach online and started talking to her and decided that this is something that I could make work for me and make as my full-time job. So I was all in about August of 2015. So I have a goal to retire my husband in less than 5 years, and I am hell-bent if I'm gonna miss that goal. Like, we're going for it. Our team is gonna take it to the top. So founder of Team Make Your Move, and I'm super excited to help you guys move your business forward. Go ahead, Heather.
All right, and I'm Heather. I'm also a diamond coach, and I live in Bowen Island, British Columbia, just a small island. And I am a fur mom and aspiring mom. I hope to have a kid within the next year or so. And I am a wife. And I kind of came from the traditional standard background of, like, you go to college, you get a job, you pay your bills, and you live. And that kind of changed when I moved to Canada from the US, and I quit work, and I kind of jumped all around the spectrum of jobs in terms of, like, landscaping to dog training and everything in between. And I am the founder and CEO of Team Rise Above. I almost said Team Make Your Move by accident.
And that's weird, because I almost said Team Live Out Loud. We're just all over the place.
And one of my huge goals with Beachbody is to help support my parents. My parents have never, ever had a handle on their finances, and they have always been really, really bad about being able to afford and take care of themselves. And it's one of my goals to be able to support them as they get older, so they don't have to worry, and I don't have to worry about them. So
that's, yeah, awesome. Thank you. And we just wanted to say, like, there are going to be so many things that are going to change your business, but one of the most blessing type of change that has occurred in my business is that all the people that I've met and the relationships I've formed, and, like, if not for Beachbody, I wouldn't have Heather, who's a business partner turned best friend. She is flying from Canada to Tampa next Wednesday. Is that right? Like a week from today? Holy cow balls. That's exciting. And then we're putting Gloria up. We're going across the states, and we're doing a training in Dallas, which I hope you guys will all be at next year, and in Summit in Louisiana. So, yeah, let's get started. All right. So your first steps as a new coach, honestly, it's your 4 vital behaviors, first and foremost. Why? They're vital to your business. Every successful coach eats, sleeps, breathes the vitals. They're that important. You've got to be inviting. Your business isn't going to go anywhere if you're not sending out those messages. I know I have sent the Power of 3 documents, because the one that's in the back office is not accurate. It doesn't have Hey Girls on it, and I just felt like it was confusing, so I made my own. I put examples in it. I explained what everything is, so all of you guys should have that. If you need it, let me know, and I'll send it to you. But you've got to be doing those P3s and inviting. You've got to be proof the product works. That's your second vital. That means you're doing a workout, and you're drinking your shake every single day, and you're sharing about it. That is so important. If you're just doing it and you're not sharing about it, nobody knows what you're doing, and nobody can relate to you. Number 3, and let me just tell you guys, you're going to hear these things over and over and over, and I'm sorry that it's repetitive, but, like, it has to be, like, engraved in your brain, so you remember, like, these are the things that you have to do every single day, non-negotiables. So personal development, in my opinion, it should be number 1, because so many people fall out of this because we get into our own heads and stuff. So, Yeah, personal development is huge. Also, recognition is the fourth one. It's actually just now a newer one. It used to be the 3 vital behaviors. The fourth one came along sometime this year, just meaning to recognize your coaches for rank advancement, recognize them for, signing coaches, and recognize your challengers for doing a great job, and shout people out and just celebrate because this is exciting and we're changing lives every single day. So, definitely recognition. Where to find your info? Let's see. If I move this box, does that help you guys? I guess it's recording, so it has to, right? That makes sense? Or can you not even tell I'm moving that?
I can't tell you.
Okay. Well, the recording people, they'll be able to tell. Okay. So, let's do that one last. Where to find the info that you need to be successful, all right? You've got your Coach Online Office. The website is right there. You've got the FAQs. Those are going to be like your mentors. That Google and YouTube and all those are literally like your mentors, because yes, we're here for you, but these are where you go first, because here's why. If I'm with my kids and I'm making lunch and you have a question, I would be happy to answer it. And Heather and I and Gloria and a bunch of us are able to answer ours a lot quicker than other people, because we have that, we're able to stay home. So I'm really able to help a lot faster, but some people can't. And so if you post to the team page, not only does somebody else probably have that same question, but you're going to get an answer a lot faster. And so just start posting to the team page, and then if that doesn't work, try Google. Google is going to tell you everything you need to know. I use it all the time. Also, Coachulations, they know my name up there. I swear to God, when I first started, I didn't really have an upline who was able to answer all of the questions that I had, and I had a lot of them, I promise you. And so I would just call Coachulations all the time, because I knew they were going to give me correct information, and B, if it wasn't correct, then it was their fault and they had to fix it. So I just always called them. The number's right there as well. Okay. So if you're still not satisfied after you've done all that and you've tried all that and you still have a question, definitely reach out to your upline, because we are here to help you. And if not, you can always go even a step further to our star upline, who would be Ashley Molstead. Follow Your Bliss. She's amazing. She always gets back to questions, in a pretty timely manner. And so yeah, if you've got questions, ask her or ask us first, because we want to help you. Let's see. So our goal is to help you guys become as independent as possible and as fast as possible. And that way, I just feel like, and it's true, yes, I want to help all my coaches, anything that they need. But the fact that Emily didn't help me, I swear, is a lot of why I have the success that I have. And it is because I figured it out by myself. I've done it all by myself. And now I'm succeeding, and I know that I can do it because I've come to where I am. And I'm not saying I didn't get any help from other coaches, but I definitely did a ton of digging into YouTube, digging into things, and finding the answers for myself. And you will be successful if you're doing it yourself. So staying connected. Let's see. Let me check this real quick. Okay, staying connected. Check your Coach Online Office for news and updates. Tune into the national wake-up calls, and plug into the team page and reach out to your coach if you need us. All right. So when should I share? Now. Share now. If you have not made a post that says you're a Beachbody coach, then you need to get off of this call and do it right now, because there's no right time to start. You're never going to know everything. So just you're doing your family and friends a disservice by not telling them, because what if your coach wasn't sharing her stuff and you didn't get to join this opportunity? People are going to fall in love with your success I always say that wrong. They're going to fall in love with your mess before they fall in love with your success, okay? Nobody wants to follow a perfect person. So just be yourself, be genuine, and just share your story, okay? Let's see, I got to move this. And if you feel, okay, so lead with your passion and lead with experience, right? You're new, and I get that, but you have a story already, whether you think you do or not. You've lost X amount of pounds doing what you're doing. You feel amazing. The accountability and the atmosphere of the team page and your challenge groups are changing your life. you feel like you're a part of something, right? You can share that because people connect with that. And you have a ton of energy. People love energy and they want it. So share it, okay? Share where you're visualizing yourself going with this business because people want to see and hear that, and then they're going to start wanting to join you. Where do you guys think you should be spending your time and attention? All right. Number one, on your own personal fitness, your workout and your Shakeology. Like that's where you need to start. Just concentrate on you, concentrate on sharing it, and it's all going to work out. Number two, getting 3 people to join you, okay? If you're sharing your journey, chances are you're inspiring the shit out of the people that are watching you, and people are gonna wanna join you. In the beginning, I felt like people would reach out to you maybe, and then like you have to start putting the work in once that war market kind of falls off. So it's okay, you've gotta be doing the work, but just be sharing your journey and it will all happen for you, okay? Team calls every single week. We've got ours at 9 p.m. EST, at 6 p.m. I put it twice. I meant to change that. 6 p.m. PST over on the West Coast. So plug into those. There's something about being on a team call live. If you have questions, we can answer them. They are recorded if you miss them, and we understand that, but there's something about plugging in. And, you know, in the beginning, you might not have people who want to support what you're doing. They don't believe in it yet. They think you're crazy doing MLM or whatever. Plugging into that team and having the support of other people are going to be there to help you. And doing that personal development, I swear it's life-changing. 10 pages if you can, or 15 minutes of audio. It puts you, first thing in the morning is the best time because any problem is 10 times easier to handle when you have a positive headspace. So you've got resources everywhere like we've talked about, YouTube, all of those. They're all great, but none of them are going to do you any good if you're not doing the vital behaviors, okay? So those resources are great. You see tons of coaches come in. I just watched all these trainings. I kept doing this. I was doing that. But are you getting those messages in? And because none of that matters. It's going to make it shiny and enhance your business eventually, but none of that matters if you're not doing those things that are at the top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, make a list because that just makes everything so much easier. It's just like cleaning your house. I literally have a list that I continue to add to, and if it doesn't get done today, it rolls over to tomorrow's list, and I work from it. Starting priorities at the very, very top, which are what? Your vital behaviors. Always non-negotiable. And I write them down every single day on my page, Monday, Tuesday, every single day it says, vital, all of them, personal development, workout, shake, P3s, and then whatever else I can fit in that day. So now we're going to go into somewhat of a social media type thing. So let's see, social media, what not to post, okay? Don't post this. Beachbody spends thousands of dollars on their marketing, and that's great for them because people are looking for that when they're on infomercials, when they're on commercials or wherever on YouTube or whatever, okay? But on Facebook, they're looking for you. They're looking for your beautiful face. They're looking for bright colors, something that's going to stop their scroll, okay? So I just want to show you one thing about the team page before I hand it over to Heather. I've already got it pulled up. I wanted to show you your resources in the team page. Let me close these out. All right. First of all, you've got a search bar right here where I'm showing where it says, what is Coach Relations number? And I clicked search, and literally it's going to search anything that has like Coach Relations in here. And eventually look right there, Coach Relations phone number, boom. You can Google anything. Ashley uses the example of does Shakeology, is it okay while breastfeeding? You Google it, it will find a post that has something, okay? So that search bar is amazing. Also, you have your favorites over here. If you don't have Team Live Out Loud or your team that you're on or your team that you're running, then you need to get it over here. All you have to do is find it in the groups, the little settings thing. You would click on it and it would say add to favorites or, you know, or whatever. So that's how you do that. You've got your vitals that you see on the cover, those non-negotiables right there. And you've got your files, which are right here. Boom. Files go here. I have my old team calls in the video section, but that's just because I uploaded them as videos. I'm going to start uploading them into the files. That way you can always run back and look at old team calls. But you've got so many resources in here, okay? And then that's it. And I'm going to move along and let Heather tell you guys a little bit of what you should be posting on social media, since this is what you should not be posting on social media.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay, Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no banners, no advertisements from Beachbody. It's lame. This is an example of something that Jen and I have put together in the past for our challenge group. So what, it's visually striking. It's a picture of us. And if you're posting to your page consistently that you're working out, if you're talking to people, if you're doing all of those things, they're going to see your face. They're going to know you. They're going to be like, hey, that's that girl that's always talking about health and fitness. It's going to be way more appealing. And a way that you can connect with people is when you're making these types of, when you're creating these types of banners and stuff, what you put in the comment section, like relate to people, talk about struggles that you had in the past, share with people why you're just like them and how you have found something that works for you, that you've been able to be consistent with. Another really visually striking thing is to put your own befores and afters, because at the end of the day, people are buying you. They're buying your brand because they can buy Beachbody from anybody. They can buy it from any coach. They can go on the website. They can call from an infomercial. So you need to be branding yourself and making connections and building trust. Okay, next. Jen. Button clicker. So a little bit about how you talk. We're going to go into about how you talk to people. So you've heard about making eye-catching posts and kind of the how-tos and the what not to do's in terms of posting. But we want to talk a little bit about how you interact with people, because I think as a new coach, this is probably one of the scariest things that you go through at, one of your first fear hurdles, so to speak. So when you're thinking about talking to somebody, it can be really, really tempting, especially if, you've made your first challenge group post and somebody's messaged you and said, hey, I want to hear a little more about this. Or, some people even go as far as to say, I'm in, let's do this. And honestly, they're not in yet because they have no idea. They might even think it's a free group. So it can be really, really tempting for you to just like word vomit all over the message board, like just say, oh, it's 21-day fix, you get a shake and the shake's really cool and you get portion control containers and blah, 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 blah. You talk, and you throw a whole bunch of information at them, you overwhelm them, and they peace out. It's super easy because when you first get those messages, when somebody asks you about something or when you start talking about something and they seem to pique interest, it's really, really easy for you to just kind of be like, oh my gosh, they're excited, I'm excited, and just keep on talking. But that's not really how you connect, and you kind of have to think of it, like you would a layer cake. You can't just when you're building the cake, I guess you throw all the ingredients in initially, but it's piece by piece and section by section, and if you just dump it all together, it's not going to turn out right. So you really need to work on building those connections. When somebody messages you, and one more thing, you never, ever just send somebody a link to buy something. It's the worst thing you can do. Totally salesy and disgusting and gross. And 99% of the time, you are going to find that person is not going to click on that link and absolutely is not going to end up buying anything from you, because you didn't do one very important thing, which is invest in them. You need to connect with people and find out what their struggles are. Ask them questions. Go back and forth. You need to validate their struggles by relating to them and what you found works, and then connect them to a program that is going to help them with what they've struggled with in the past. You need to talk to them about their goals, what they're working towards, and again, connect them to a program that's going to be right for them. You need to form relationships, in terms of don't worry about it, family, occupation, relationship. You need to really get to know these people. Like I said, they're not just buying a product, they're buying you, and you want to build value with them, and they want to know that they're valued with you. Where are we at? Oh, we're here. Okay, so the power of consistency. This is a little bit of an example. So, when you first start posting to your page and such, you're not gonna get very many likes. And in fact, if you look at the top one, I liked my own post, which is kind of sad. But at that time, I was like just trying to build momentum. I was still pretty new. This was December, so I guess I was 5 months in, but I really hadn't been very consistent with the business and posting. And around December, I would say I was really starting to fall off. And I got, I think, like 3 likes plus my 4th like that I made for myself. And this is a post that I made, I don't know, in August. And I got 32 likes and tons of comments because I have built trust around my posting. Consistency over time, showing up and showing that you're working out daily. Because a lot of people are kind of hanging in the background. They're skeptical of you. They don't know. They're like, okay, well, she's doing it now. Will she be doing it in 2 months, 3 months, 5 months? Depending on the person, it can be years. I had somebody recently come back to me that I talked to a year ago that never said a word to me, that just said, okay, I'm ready, like out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, okay, that's awesome. I didn't even know that you existed, really. So you have to build that trust. And if they want to know that you're going to treat this like a business and not leave them hanging when they're trusting you to help them, reach their goals. And so you've got to show up every day. You've got to be proof over an extended period of time to be able to build that interest. And know that not everybody's going to be ready when you are. Because, of course, the first time somebody messages you with interest, you're like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like, I'm ready. Let's get you in a challenge group. And a lot of the times people, that's like their first reach out, and they may not be ready. But the more that they see you showing up, the more that they see you, being proof of the product, the more that they see you working with other people and building your team, the more interest they're going to get, and eventually they're going to be ready. And another thing that's super important is be predictable. Be the guy that's doing the challenge groups every single month, because then they see, well, Heather is totally killing it. She's running challenge groups every month. She's helping people every single month. She's going to be there for me when I'm ready. And that's incredibly important. And I think a lot of people kind of get the misconception that, you're just awesome and you've been killing it from day one. No, it's just that we've been repeatedly doing the same things and being consistent, that we've built a following. Okay, move on. All right. So, this is just discussing challenge groups. This is just what it is. A challenge group is an interactive, participant-driven coach training group where you can learn the fundamentals of business, support your peers, experience the importance of accountability, connection, and goal setting. So the biggest thing about all of the things we're telling you right now is implementation. Like Jen said in an earlier slide as well, if you're not implementing all of these things we're telling you and you're just hanging back and jumping on team calls and doing trainings and taking a million notes, but you're not hopping online and talking to people, testing the waters with your posts, trying new ways to reach people, trying to, then you're not really going to get very far. You might know a whole hell of a lot about Beachbody and about how to run a business, but until you actually get on there, you have no ability to grow and change and learn from your mistakes and fail forward, as we like to say. If you're not already in a 14-day Smart Start, you should be. Ask your coach about it. And your first goals are achieve Emerald, Successful in 5, like Jen said, help 3 people, and help sign up 2 people either to work the business or to get that coach discount. All right, so what now? A lot of people will be on this call, and I have coaches personally that feel a little overwhelmed. It can seem like a lot of information, but you need to remember the most important thing is you. If you can't pour from an empty cup, so you need to focus on your journey. If you're focusing on your journey, if you're participating in your challenge groups, if you're posting to your page and sharing about it, that is like the very first part to all of this, okay? You need to stick to the program, you need to stick to the shakes, and you need to feed your mind. And if you're having problems, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you really, really need to be tapping into that personal development. I am an incredibly shy, incredibly introverted person who would have never, ever been doing a call like this in the past. And I'm here doing it. And it's because of personal development. I've been able to push through some really intense hurdles for me mentally. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and scared, like that's where you got to go with personal development, and you really got to keep at it. And you got to work on being the best version of yourself and sharing, and the business will follow.
All right, cool. I actually wanted to ask Gloria, like, also, because I know you've had some personal struggles yourself, and I was just wondering if you could talk for a second on, like, what personal development has done for you.
Definitely, yeah. I was actually going to be like, I want to say something. Well, first of all, let me say, like, what they're saying about jumping on team calls, learning everything, but not actually acting on it and messaging people really does hurt your business. And that's just from my own experience, because it took me a lot of personal development to push through and get comfortable with sending messages. And it's because I used to be so afraid of rejection, and I cared so, I don't want to cuss because, kids might be so freaking, and I was just like I cared so much about what people thought. And so it was really personal development that made me push through and be like, why do you care? Like, it doesn't matter. You're doing something you believe in, and it's something that works for you, and it's something that's totally changed my life. And so why would I feel bad if somebody doesn't respond to me or says no? It's their loss if they say no, and I've had people come back around.
Oh, yeah.
And what they say about consistency, so freaking true. Like, probably just recently, and now, I would sometimes take like a few days off from posting. So this isn't even me like posting every single day other than the last couple months. I just now have tons of people that reach out to me, even though for the longest time I didn't have a lot of people that reached out with me. Part of it was because I wasn't consistent, but part of it was because they were watching and making sure that it worked for me and that I stuck to it. So, I just learned from my mistakes, I guess, and just jump in head first. And, if you make a mistake, it happens. Like, then you learn and you get better. So yeah, personal development, super important, because it'll change every aspect of your life, and it will definitely help your business because it'll help you get past, like Heather said, all the things you wouldn't normally do, but you need to do. It'll help you push past that.
Ashley quoted something that stuck with me. It said, when people, wait, no, it was not that. Let me just remember it. If you're not doing personal development, if you're not growing your mind, you're not growing your business. That's what it was. Because honestly,
along those lines,
this business is so up and down. Like, you're going to have
ebbs and flows.
Excited, and everything's going to be awesome. People are talking to you. You got conversations flowing. You're making bigger paychecks. You're feeling awesome. And then crickets. Or something's going to happen. And it's okay, because that's why you have a team of people to talk to and have your back and help you, because the only way you can fail at this business is if you quit. I promise that. I promise.
And no matter if you're consistent or not, there will be ebbs and flow in the business, but there's only one thing you can control with that, and that is your consistency. Because no matter if you're kind of on a downswing in terms of people coming back to you and talking, the one thing that's going to slow your business even more is if you get discouraged and stop talking. And that's one of the things I had to learn the most. Is I would get super bummed. I'd be like, no one's really biting right now. That's when you dig in even deeper and you do more messages and you talk to more people and you post even more consistently with better content and those kinds of things, because that is a natural part of the business no matter what, but you have control over your vital behaviors.
And Bonnie Ingalls did a live video that I just loved, because it's the fourth quarter of the year, and most people are like, all right, we got through the whole year, like it's about to just through this end of the year. This is when the people that are in it to win dig so deep, and people think in January they're going to reap it and sow it and like get all that momentum, but they're not. Like, it's the people who are working now that are going to have a kick-ass January. And another thing I wanted to say was just that I wasn't always team call pro or PD, personal development pro. Like, I thought I could do this without it. And I'll tell you, when I started getting on the team calls consistently, every single team call, Monday my own, Tuesday, Wednesday, all of them, is when I saw real change in my business. And that was January, because before that, August to December, I was doing it by myself. I didn't care about the team so much. Like, I was just doing my thing and I was fine. Like, I was still signing people up and I was still, but like, you can't do this alone. I mean, you can, but like, it's so much more fun to do it with a team. And just, if you're there, we get to form a relationship that's like seriously irreplaceable. So I just hope you guys learned some stuff today. And Britt, I think you're the only badass who showed up.
Krista was there. I don't know.
I didn't see anyone else get on. I'm sorry.
She's at her kid's soccer practice.
Oh, and she's that's awesome. But if you have any questions, you can type them in the chat box, or if you want to unmute yourself, we would love to talk to you. If you have any questions or just want to talk to us. There's only 4 people. I'm muting you, bitch.
5 minutes.
What up, girl? Hi. How was work today?
It was not too bad. I got off early, so it wasn't too bad.
Good. Yeah, she works full time, so like I understand. Like, it's a lot harder. Like, and if you're gonna have and start building a team, and I know it's going to be a little tough, but there are so many people who work full-time jobs that are top coaches. There's a police officer. He was on a team call or a national wake-up call. I never remember his name, but he is like a 10-star diamond coach, a freaking police officer in New York. And he
that's awesome.
Comes home, he listens to personal development while he's washing the dishes, and then I don't know, it's crazy. People can
be a little more protective of your time, I think.
Yeah.
And a little bit more like your list, you stick to it, and that is like your everything.
Yeah.
And also know that okay, maybe you didn't get everything done that you needed to get that day. Like we talked about, you can put it on your list for tomorrow. The one thing is you just don't want to overwhelm yourself and make your brain explode over it. But you can do daily things, and small little bits add up to a lot. And that's something to definitely keep in mind. And like Jen, I'm sure has told you, you grow at the pace you want to grow, and
walk with the walkers.
Every different pace is totally cool with us.
Yeah, ever since I've started doing this, I've been staying up extra late trying to do everything, and I've been so tired during the day, and I'm like, it's so hard to stay motivated when you're so tired and you just want to sleep. So I gotta get to bed earlier, and
that is so true.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for me to go to bed early. It's weird because I still want to wake up at 6 and do my work, but sometimes it makes me extra tired the next day, and I end up sleeping till 7 or 8, and then I hate my day because I didn't get my shit done. You know what I mean? It's an ongoing cycle, but it's hard. And then I'll take Advil PM to try to go to sleep because I'm always sore anyways. So I'm just I'll take Advil PM, and then I sleep so hard that it's hard as I can't wake up. So I've tried to stop taking those. I'm just maybe I should just take 1 instead of 8. No, I'm just kidding.
I totally I stopped watching TV for the most part. I mean, I will it's kind of about rearranging your priorities.
Absolutely. And people that have the cost objection, it's crazy how much I've done to just keep drinking Shakeology and keeping my husband on the performance line to keep this business working, because I know it's going to pay off. No, I don't have cable for a year, but who friggin' cares, I cut my phone bill in half by switching to Sprint. What?
Are you a commercial right now?
Yeah, right now. All right, ladies. Well, should we take a picture? It's really getting started.
I was going to say you should stop recording so I can put this on YouTube, but I don't know.
I'm going to take a pic, so everyone smile. Did I take it? Oh, one more.
Oh, okay. Kathy, you're kind of in at the end.
You did! Oh my gosh, you guys!
It's okay.
I
Q&A!
Oh, that's awesome.
It's okay. It's all being recorded, and I'll have it up on the page. You can check
it's it out. So weird because Gloria got off. Where's Gloria? Is she on it?
Oh, Gloria.
Try this again. Wait, I gotta stop.
Here.
No, Gloria's there. She just got put down.
Because I could only see 4 people. Ready? Cheese. Yay, good job. Okay, I just want to have it.
Kathy in at the buzzer.
Hi, Kathy.
My phone
Krista
was
on.
dead. I had to charge it.
Gotcha. It's all good. We recorded
Oh,
it.
you're good,
You can totally catch the recap, but the thing's about to cut off in 1 minute and 58. Hi, kiddos.
Red kids.
Yeah, we're about to be cut off.
Where
But
is
it
she
was so nice
from?
to meet you.
Kathy, where are you from?
I'm Fremont, California.
Oh, okay.
For San Francisco.
Got
My
that.
people are Cali people.
And then I got all the East Coasters over here.
All right, all
They're
right.
so cute. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, ladies.
Don't hang up. I'm just waving at
Those are Beachbody people.
Beachbody. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Bye, guys.